8 knots gusts just then. She is in pain. We've been bumped. We've got to go.
Oh.
How is your rib? New sail. On our way to Porto Scuso.
I was going to take it out, but I did something wrong, so I'm going to talk to the captain and find out what I did.
Leaving Calasetta, heading for Portofino. The winds are predicted to be very quiet this morning and then building around about 3 o'clock. Breakfast on the go. It wasn't a very nice night last night because there was a mosquito.
Oh, I know. I didn't hear it, thankfully. So we can see if I've been got though.
You think you have?
Well, I was got yesterday, wasn't I, somehow, but I have not found anything new yet.
So each time I just about to nod off to sleep, I get those. This is so clear. There's a rock down there. It's about 10 meters deep. Eons and eons of sea eroding away the rock.
I wonder if that's getting shallower there, Jonathan.
Yeah, I can see that. It's always difficult folding the sail on deck, and there's really Sheenagh's rib that prevents her from being able to help that much, so I'm trying to pack away the head sail because it has to go back to the sail loft to be adjusted. It's bigger than the gangway. I've got to get it through that door. Well, it squeezed in. And now to put the old one back up. Am I close? Is that it? Arriving Portofino. Looks to me like we're going to get visitors. Making a lot of noise with that. Sorry, we've got to move again.
Yeah, I'll make some lunch first.
I know, I'll get going.
Why are we having to get going?
Because there's naval exercises going on with a firing range, and you have to give Capo Ciulada a 5 nautical mile margin, which is going to mean that a journey to Ciulada, which would normally take about maybe 2.5 hours, is going to take 4 hours. And the time now is 2:20. There is an anchorage outside Ciulada. So if we go now, we can get to the anchorage before darkness. But if we try and do it tomorrow, there's every potential that we're going to be in 30 knots of wind, or gusting 30, which under your condition at the moment, I don't think that's a good idea.
I know many people watching our channels will go, wow, that's brilliant, that's great sailing. Not for me. It's
not at the moment, no.
Sorry.
Right, here we go. Let's get going.
This is where we didn't stay, but we've been informed by the military that it's a 5-mile free zone. It's going to add on extra hours, so we're going to actually chug along and try and get around the cap today.
We're going round to Cap Ciulada with a 5-mile cruise, as instructed by the military. This is a little bit annoying really, but not a lot we can do about it. Just going to struggle a little bit. It's bouncing around, isn't it? Sorry. The bouncing. Not making very good headway at the moment. Over there is where we want to go. Anchor is set and the bridle is on. Could be a rocky night. Might not get a lot of sleep. You're in pain.
Yeah.
All that bouncing around. When did you have to take the painkillers?
I took 400 at 3 o'clock. I took 600 this morning.
You've been holding your side today.
Yeah, lots. It's really sore, really terrible.
Okay, well, we'll see how this little spot goes. I think the waves are still going to roll in though. 4 metres when we drop the anchor. We got 20 metres of chain out. Bye bye, little anchorage. We've been bumped. We've got to go. Military came up and said can't stay here, even though everything else said we could. Anyway, that's a shame.
Do you know where it is the next one?
Change of venue.
Yeah.
All of a sudden. And this is the marina that we're due to be in tomorrow night to shelter from the Mistral. But we haven't booked in for tonight. And that was tough. Is that painful, darling? Oh, I'm so sorry.
It just feels like everything's moved.
What time did you last take the painkillers? It's 10 to 11 now,
It
isn't
was
it?
just before breakfast.
It's a bit windy, love.
When it stops, oh, stop, quick, stop, it's lovely. Maybe we should swap. Because if the wind's coming that way...
What, plates or positions?
No, plates. Both, plates, no, positions, not plates.
Yet another Mistral. Yeah. Well, it's as secure as you can be. The winds are around about between 30 and 38 at the moment in terms of gusting, dropping down to about 28, but predicted to get a little bit worse later this evening, around about 7 o'clock-ish. Time now is 5. Looking back towards where we came from. This is Bay Tramezo. There's a little bit of protection over there. There's the military launch checking on things in the area. It certainly isn't opening up for the season. No.
No camping, no cows, no dogs, no fires. We'll have fun.
Yeah, well, in the summer it's bound to be busy, isn't it?
I know, but is it now? Because that says 2020.
So this is where we are now. And then tomorrow we want to come down there.
See the sea?
Well, we see lots of sea, but oh my word.
Oh, it's nice.
So that's the Sola Rossa, the Red Island. That sea is so clear. Well, it's warm enough for those people. It's warm enough for you, Sheenagh.
I'm alright, thanks.
What's the matter with you?
I'm a wimp. It's okay.
Look at the colour of that sea. And look at the wind whipping the waves up, whipping up. Oh my word. I'm really hoping that we can make way tomorrow down the coast. But if the wind stays at 30 to 35 knot gusts, then no, that's not going to be sensible. We'll see what tomorrow brings. But I really do want to go and see Nora, Punta Nora, which is where the archaeological site is, very ancient. Walking on this Poseidon grass is quite a funny feeling, because you step onto sand and you think it's firm, but the sand has been deposited on top of some Poseidon grass. Following wind of currently 20 knots, 22 knots, 4.8 over the ground, and that's without any sail up. Sheenagh there, that's a very nice marina. That went quite well, I think, leaving the port.
Better than I thought it was going to be fair.
Right, okay. The gusts are coming in at around about 25 knots, 26 knots, something like that. When we get around the corner of the capo, then we'll be on a reach, or broad reach probably. And in the lee, once we get a bit further in, we'll be in the lee of the land a bit, and that will mean that we will be having less wind and may need to get the mainsail out. So at the moment it's head sail only. What's happening to this wind? It's changing. So are you telling me that was the weather forecast and all you had to do was write down what she said, but you didn't get the bit for our area?
I did.
Oh yeah, our area being...
Sardinian.
Yes.
Thunderstorm.
Uh-huh.
There's a gale in progress. Northwest 7. Moving easterly, I think. Northwest 7, cloud, very rough seas, rain.
Rain?
Well, possibly there's a thunderstorm.
Well, we know there's a gale out in the west side.
Yeah.
Where
I did write things down, but it's quite difficult.
Yeah, you just had to listen out for your area.
I did. I tried to listen to. I listened to Sardinia.
Yeah, but see that Sardinia on the west coast is irrelevant for us.
I know. We didn't seem to
because
set.
we're heading up to the east coast.
It wasn't. It was a Mediterranean one. I think that changed it into north and west and south and east.
Okay.
So something's happening.
Put kettle on.
Right, smash it.
Got a little bit chilly.
How are you doing?
Yeah, we're okay. We're getting some gusts now. Got 28 knots gusts just then. Had to go around the edge of this promontory where the archaeological site is, and then start. Then we'll take the head sail down and head in towards the coast. Feel our way in. Find a shallow, sheltered bit if there is one. so it's anchored. The only way that we are going to get to the archaeological site is by tender. I really hope it doesn't rain. There's no way to go back out to the boat. Better go and catch her up. She's on a mission. Sheenagh reckons they must have reenacted the crucifixion over and over again here in 40 AD. It's definitely a seagull sanctuary now, look. Is it sheltered there? This is the back of the amphitheatre, and there's little alcoves, and I wonder whether that was where the ice cream seller sold his ice cream to all the people that came to watch the theatre plays. And this one was the pizza maker. Well, there's the boat in the background. Options swinging about at anchor. The boat is there. Over there on the beach. Over there is where the tender is. This wind is very cold.
Oh. Coming to get warm. Okay, we are nearly there.
Oh! What was that noise?
Oh, you bumping your head.
Threatening skies though.
We just left the anchorage of last night. I was 100% convinced I had actually landed fully in sand, but looking at the remnants, you can see I must have caught a bit of weed, but I don't know if you can see through there, it's just so close, and if you just miss it, that's beautiful sand just there. So sorry, decided.
Wasn't very nice at all. 2-metre waves. To make matters worse, the tender flipped over onto its top, and it was doing a very good impression of a submarine, which was slowing us down somewhat. I managed to be able to slow down and pull it closer in and lift it up so the wind blew back over the other way. Just now, whoops, we're heading inland a touch to a bay that's got some shelter to see whether the wind dies down a bit. We want to be going that way, right against the wind. It's almost 11 o'clock and we haven't really come very far. We have anchored and come out of that horrible, horrible swell and high wind.
Hello, what are you doing?
That's the answer.
What?
Tea and biscuits makes everything better.
Oh gosh. Don't make me laugh. Okay?
Yeah, ready when you are.
I'm ready.
Is it slack yet?
Yeah.
You can start pulling up.
It's down here, but it felt like it was snagging on something. I definitely dropped it in sand. There.
Drop it down a bit.
Yeah, I've got it, it's coming.
Okay, well done. Well, that's the first time we got a rock snag with the anchor.
I was absolutely sure I was in sand.
That's Cagliari in the distance between the tanker and the headland. Guess who got wet? Oh. It's a bit wet. Hello.
You skipper, you're on proper sailing duties.
Well, auto helm can't cope with the wind strength, the gusts. Human helm required.
But it's not cold today, warmer.
Well, we've got the right gear on.
Yeah.
It's a bit quieter under the Dodger, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, well done, Sheenagh, that was good.
Thank you.
Came in without any help, all fastened in properly. Just now need to clean the decks down from all the muck and the salt.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Samantha. Happy birthday to you.
Sicily! Head sail, hold out. We have been going now for 28 hours.